Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Vicky and I talk about cruelty-free beauty, makeup, skincare and everything good like that. So I have a new brand to show with you guys. It's a completely vegan, organic, mineral makeup brand, which I think is really cool. I haven't actually tried this brand before, so this is going to be a first impressions. So yeah, if you want to see me put some mineral makeup on my face, then continue watching. So the brand I'm going to be using today is called Love the Planet. So they come in refillable tins like that, which I think is an absolutely awesome idea. Not that I think I'm going to be running out of it anytime soon, because when you see there's so much product in the little pots there, it's actually incredible. So I've actually got a foundation, a translucent powder, 3 eyeshadows, a blusher, and 1 eyeshadow that could probably be used as a highlighter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all that on my face and then see what we think. So I'm going to go in with the foundation first. So it is a mineral foundation, so I'm going to use like a kabuki brush, because I find that it gets in better when you use a kabuki brush with specifically mineral makeup, because you can really get into the skin with it then, so I think that's great. So I haven't, I've just put some oil on, I haven't moisturised or anything, just so, because I find when I use mineral makeup and I use moisturiser, it sort of clags up a little bit. Sounds gross, but yeah, it doesn't go on the skin smooth, so I've just left it with just an oil on at the moment. I've had it on for about 15 minutes, so it's really sunk into the skin, so let's crack on. Like I showed, the powders come in like this, so this is the larger one, so this is a foundation. So I've got it in the shade FG001, I think. I chose one of the Glow foundations, so it's not like matte, so I'm really excited to see how that looks. We've got to be careful opening this, because as soon as you open it, it's all in the tin. So it comes like this in the tin. It looks like a really nice shade for me, so let's try it on. I always get a little bit nervous about trying new products, and especially with mineral makeup, it can be quite messy at times, so we'll see how we get on. So I'm just going to dip my brush in there and then just going to apply it to my face. I'm going to start off with a really small amount first, just to see how I get on, and then see if we can build it up a little bit. I don't want to go in with too much straight away and then having to buff it all out, but the shade seems to be a really nice match for me. And it's definitely, I can see it's covering up some of the redness that I've got on my cheeks there, which is really good already. And it doesn't feel heavy. So I find some mineral foundations can feel quite heavy on the skin. This one feels really nice. So what I like to do is I like to sort of plop it on my face and then buff it all in, because I find that it's easier, instead of it's easier to not create such a mess then, I think. Yeah, I'm really liking the look at the moment. It's actually got really decent coverage. I do have quite dark under eye circles, so obviously I struggle with that with regular foundation as it is, but this is doing a alright job actually, guys. So, and obviously I'm not going to like spot conceal or anything, because I just want to test out this makeup by itself and just see how it performs by itself and not with anything else. That is the foundation. I think it looks really lovely. It's definitely not matte, it's definitely really glowy, which I like. So yeah, it does have a little bit of shimmer in there, which I really like. I'll come up close and show you guys what it looks like. So yeah, you can see it's definitely provided like some coverage there. My spots are still peeking through a little bit here, but that's fine. I'm not mad about that. I just really like the coverage that it's given me. So I'm just going to go in with the translucent powder now, just to set it down a little bit. So again, comes in one of these gorgeous tins that are all refillable, which I think is really nice. So let me just make sure I tap the top of that, because I don't want it flying everywhere. So there is loads in this one. This has even more than the foundation. So you can see it's almost filled to the brim there, which I think is awesome. It says it's translucent, but it looks like it's got a peachy sort of tone to it, which I kind of like, brightens up the skin a little bit. So I'm just going to do the same as I did with the foundation. I'm just going to pop my brush in there a little bit. So I've just got a little bit there on my brush, so I'm just going to fluff that all over my face. So I'm just going to buff that in quickly and see how we are looking. So that's definitely, for me, I feel like it's added a bit of sort of peachiness, maybe a little bit more brightening for my skin, just due to the colour of the powder. It's like pinky peachy colour, so that obviously brightens your skin, which I really appreciate. I think that's really nice. Yeah, I'm really enjoying how the base is looking at the moment, so I'm going to pop on some blusher, and I can't wait for this bit. I love blusher. I've got a newfound love for blusher at the moment. I have the blusher here, and again it's in the same packaging. This is in the shade Peach, which is obviously going to be peach. Be surprised if it wasn't. So yeah, it's a gorgeous warm peach shade there. So that is going to look lovely for spring and summer. So I'm just going to pop the tiniest bit on that on my cheeks because I don't want to go too mad. So it is mineral powders, so they can be quite pigmented. So I'm just going to be careful. I'm just going to use a little blusher brush here and try my hardest not to get so much on the brush. Blush is like one of the hardest things to like sort of buff away when you put too much on there. So add a bit of that to the apples of my cheeks. So I'm just going to like start slow and build up a little bit because, like I said, I don't want it to just plonk it on my face and it be just a mad blusher line. So wow, like that. So it's very pigmented. It's a lovely peachy corally shade, which I really like. It's really pretty. Just trying to be careful with this. Don't want to go too crazy, or do we? You know, I love blush, so I'm just going to put a little bit of that on the end of my nose. That looks really lovely. That gives it like, that's like the perfect peach flush. That is really pretty. I'm going to add more because I want more. So I'm just going to concentrating more on the apples of my cheeks, just so it gives that a little bit of glow. Really nice. I think I'm done with the blusher. That's given me a really nice flush of colour. What I do love about mineral foundations is that you can still see like your freckles, you know, your actual skin underneath, which I think is like really important because I'm not one of them. I don't really like super full coverage foundation because I feel like there's too much on my face. So yeah, I really appreciate a mineral foundation and what it does for your skin. And it just looks like skin, do you know what I mean? It's just really nice, and the fact that it's vegan and friendly for the environment as well, which is awesome. So I think what I'm going to do now is go in with one of the eyeshadows, but I'm going to use it as a highlighter because I've seen one that is called Sparkle and it's the most gorgeous like icy shade, and I thought it would make a really good highlighter as well. So the eyeshadows come in a smaller tin like this, and again they're all refillable as well. These are still refillable, even the smaller ones. So this is Sparkle. Oh, I'm struggling to open it. I'm really so scared of dropping all this on the floor. So this is, like I said, a gorgeous icy shade. I don't know if you can see it in there, but I will put it on my face. I'll put it on my face and I'm sure we'll see it because it did look really blinding when I swatched it. So I'm just going to use like quite a small highlighting brush just so I can be really precise with where I put the highlighter. So I don't want it to be, okay, maybe I do want to be a little bit blinding. So I'm just going to add, I've got some in the lid, so I'm using it off the lid. So yeah, you can see that is so pretty. So what I'm doing is I'm not like putting like a straight line, I'm just like buffing it into my skin just so it looks more natural, and I really like that. So there is the one without the highlighter, and there's the cheek with the highlighter. So yeah, it does add a little bit of glow. So I'm just gonna add some to this side as well. So it is like quite sparkly, so if you don't like sparkly highlighters, maybe this one isn't for you. Well, it is actually an eyeshadow, so it's not specifically made for highlighting, but I just thought it'd make a really nice highlighter. So when you buff it in, the sparkles do sort of go away, so it does leave like a really nice sheen. Just have to work it a little bit. I just like it as a nice little bit of glow. It adds a perfect amount of glow there, I think. Please don't drop, please don't drop. So now I'm going to add a little bit of eyeshadow. So I have one called Taupe and I have one called Neutral Brown. I think I'm going to go in with both. I think I'll use the Neutral Brown as a transition shade and then pop the Taupe on my lid, because I looked at it yesterday and I thought it was a matte shadow, but it's actually a really gorgeous shimmery shadow. And it's got the most gorgeous sort of like purple, almost golden shimmer in there, so I can't wait to try that one. And again, like the others, comes in these cute little tins. So it is quite dark, so I'm not sure how that's going to work in my transition, but we'll give it a go, we'll see how we get on. So I'm just going to use it on that same brush that I used for my highlighter, because I don't want to use loads of brushes. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into the lid, I think, and sort of swirl my brush around just so it's not so pigmented straight on the brush, just so I've got a flush of colour on the brush. So let's go see how we get on. So yeah, I think doing the brush in the tin and swirling around worked really well actually, because it's come out quite pigmented but really easy to blend. So I think that worked out actually quite well. I actually really love that shade. It's a really nice brown, like a really earthy brown, which is fitting in with the whole mineral makeup. So I'm just going to continue buffing that in. Oh, I love this shadow. This shade is so nice. So I'm just going to leave it like that for now, because I think that looks really nice and neutral. So I'll show you guys what it looks like up close. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add a bit to my lower lash line, and then we'll go in with the taupe and put that over my lids. So I've just done the same on a smaller brush and just put it in the lid and swirled it around a little bit just to get off the excess pigment. I don't know, I've never thought of actually doing that before, like wiping it in the lid. With any pigments, I guess it's going to work better, because I don't know why I always just put it straight on my eyes, but this worked out so much better, but putting it in the lid. Obviously it just diffuses the pigment a little bit, which is what you want, because you don't want to go straight in with full pigment on your eyes. I don't have any fallout on my face, it's just all beautiful eyeshadow. I think that looks really nice. It's kind of like giving a bit of definition to the lower lashes. So I'm just going to go in with the taupe on a flat brush, I think, and then we'll see how we go. I'm not sure if it's going to come off on camera, but I'll try and show you what it looks like in the tin. So it's like a really gorgeous taupe shade, but with like a purple shimmer. Yeah, it's really pretty and really unique actually. Yeah, I can't wait to try that. So I'm going to put that all over my lid and see how we get on. I'm going to use a flat brush for this and put it in the lid, as that seemed to work last time, so I'm just going to do that and then pop it on my lid. Oh wow. Oh yeah, it's definitely like shimmery. That's absolutely gorgeous. It gives like a really nice... Wow, that is really pretty. It's like a gorgeous, cool toned taupe with like silver purpley shimmer in it. That is really pretty. Oh, so I'm just gonna add that to the other lid now. Wow, I always feel like that could be used as a highlight shade as well. I don't know, maybe. That is gorgeous though. And what I'm finding with these shadows actually is there isn't too much fallout. Usually with mineral powders there's quite a lot of fallout, but I'm not really having that issue, and it's really sticking really well to my eyelids. I didn't like put a base down or anything, I put it straight over. I put a little bit of the mineral foundation over my eyes, but over my eyelids, not eyes. Yeah, so nothing like dedicated for pigments or anything, but they're working out really well. That eyeshadow is gorgeous, I just want to keep putting it on. So that looks really nice. So yeah, I'm really happy with how that looks. I think I'm going to add a bit of the shimmer on my inner corner, and yeah, then we are done with all of the makeup. So I'm just going to use a really small brush just to put it in my inner corners, just to add a little bit of glow. That is really pretty. Such a nice shade, a perfect icy sort of diamond shade. Like I said, it is quite glittery until you sort of buff it in and then it sort of goes away. So I'm going to just add some of that to my top of my brow as well, I think. Why not? So this is the final look that I have created with the foundation, setting powder, blusher, a little bit of eyeshadow for highlight and all the eyeshadows. So yeah, my final thoughts on Love the Planet mineral makeup. Yeah, I love it. I have to admit, I don't often get along with mineral powders, but these ones have really worked really well. This is the first time that I've tried them on camera, and I think that it's come out really well, and I'm really happy. I'll come up a little bit closer and so you guys can see the eye look a little bit more and what my skin looks like. So yeah, this is what the final eye look looks like. Yeah, that taupe shadow is absolutely gorgeous, and even the like neutral brown looks really good as well. So yeah, you do have to blend a little bit to get the shadow in there, because it can sometimes just stick in a place. But what might help with that is using a eyeshadow base, but I just wanted to use the shadows by themselves today just to see how they performed. So yeah, I'm super happy with how that looks. I'd probably just put some brow gel and maybe some lip balm on and then go out. Yeah, I think it's great. I would go out in this. I think it looks lovely. I love the blusher. I love a peach blush moment. I'm really happy with the final look and how the powders performed. Much better than I thought there was going to be, to be honest, and yeah, super happy. I hope you are all well, keeping safe, staying indoors when you can. Yeah, just generally just keeping your spirits up a little. Really been really helping me to keep my spirits up coming on camera and do my makeup every so often. So I've actually been trying to get out more videos a week, so what I've been trying to do is to do one every Wednesday and every Sunday. So I have that scheduled. I have one scheduled for Sunday and I've got this one scheduled for Wednesday. So I'm trying to keep up with a bit of a schedule, but I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself because I don't want to end up getting really stressed again about stuff. So I've just been enjoying just sort of sitting in front of the camera and, you know, like getting out of the bath, getting in front of the camera, putting my makeup on. It's just kind of fun, and I've got loads of new bits to try out as well. So I have got I'm just gathering together some questions and answers over Twitter and Instagram. So once I've got a bunch of questions, I'm going to do like a Q&A. If you have any questions for me regarding like makeup, cruelty-free makeup, or even like blogging in general, just leave them in the comments below and I can add them into the video. But I really enjoy doing that. It's just about a Q&A, just about how I got into blogging and cruelty-free makeup and things like that. And yeah, I'm really excited to do that. It's kind of nice to like interact with you guys and stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, and yeah, I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye.